struggling with weight issues. I had borderline diabetes and high blood pressure, 220 pounds, and I really was looking for some changes in my life. For me, going plant-based would mean that I gave up all the animal products, anything to do with fish and meat of any sort. Anything that had a mom or has a face attached to it, that's what I would have given up. And I included in my diet beans, nuts, and seeds, and lots of fruits and vegetables. And that's what I've been eating now for the past 24 years fully, and I have enjoyed the journey. There was a time when I was a junk food vegan or a vegetarian, and I would eat lots of sugary foods because, hey, it's sugar, and I would do the brown sugar, and I would think it's okay. But today, I've taken on a very serious approach to my diet, and I've really cut back on the amounts of sugars I've eaten. And so on my website and on my YouTube channel and my Facebook, you will find that most of my recipes that are very current that I've been sharing lately have been without the sugar added, because I've been trying to do more of the whole food. So I would incorporate things like dates in my desserts instead of the sugars. I encourage you to add more fruits and vegetables in your diet, but make sure that your meals are high in fiber. I encourage you to enjoy the recipes found on my YouTube along with my website. Something Better Today. I know that it's something new for many of us, but I hope that you will enjoy the journey. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment on our YouTube channel, and follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and definitely our website, where we take these recipes from YouTube and we put them onto our website. Enjoy, God bless you, and I pray that you will visit often and share every day. And it's a beautiful day. I hope that you're well. Thank you for joining. I'm Marlene McKinney from Something Better Today, and I'm here in Nassau, Bahamas, where it's sunny and beautiful on the outside, and I hope it's warm on the inside. Where are you watching from this morning or tonight or today? Put it in our chat. Let us know how you are enjoying our morning segments. So, my dough was not ready. I could not come on. Even now, it's not ready. When we add things like fruit and different additives to our bread, always remember, Miss Joanne, that it slows down the rate at which it rises. And the thing is, that's why I love spelt. So we're making hot cross buns today, traditionally the way the Bahamians do it here in my country. Well, the way I do it, because it's Bahamian vegan, right? And we are doing it. Hold on one second. You know, I like to say that, right? Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we are doing it the way that I've been doing it for many years. So I would like to show you a picture of my little store. I used to have a little shop called Something Better. Let me see if I can find a photo of it. Let me see if I can find a photo of my little shop. When it comes to bread making, I've been making bread for about 24 years, but I really got to make a lot more bread many years ago. When I lived in New York, I would gift bread to my neighbors. I'd gift bread to everybody because I just wanted everybody to have bread. I just found that there was so much, there was so much to give, and so much that we could do in terms of creating friendships, lasting friendships, with just a loaf of bread or just a few rolls, And looking for a quote here that I used yesterday. There we go. So I'm trying to find a quote that I shared with you yesterday, and then we're going to get into our baking of bread. Okay. So if I could just find it, if I could just find it. Okay. It says here from one of my favorite books, and if you don't have that book, you should get it. It's called Counsels on Diet and Food. I'll show you the cover in a minute, but you can go online and you can read it for free. It's Counsels on Diet and Food by Ellen G. White. And it says here in the book Counsels on Health, some do not feel it is a religious duty to prepare food properly. Some do not feel it's a religious duty to prepare food properly.
Hence, they do not try to learn how. They let the bread sour before baking, and and the saleratus added to remedy the cook's carelessness make it totally unfit for the human stomach. It requires thought and care to make good bread. What does it require? Come on, talk back to me. What does it require to make good bread? Thought and care. But, but, there is more religion in a loaf of bread than many think. I just love that quote. So it is our duty as Christians. I think that most of my audience may be Christians. If you're not, join me, okay? It says it is a religious duty for every Christian girl and woman and man to learn at once to make good, sweet, light bread from unbolted wheat. Mothers should take their daughters into the kitchen with them when they are young and teach them the art of cooking. How many of us are actually doing that today? How many of us are actually doing that today? So we're making rolls and we're making bread. So the bread I made yesterday, I gifted a whole tray and I gifted another tray. I kept three and I ate one this morning at breakfast, the others all gone. Today, I'm making bread for Phoebe. So Phoebe, this is yours. All right. We are going to be, and I have some in the oven that's rising, but it's taking forever because it's cool on the outside. There are a lot of factors that are involved why the bread may be taking a longer time to do what it needs to do. Hopefully, I didn't kill the yeast. That's my fear right now. I'm wondering if I killed my yeast, and I might have. Let me tell you what I did wrong. Yeah, I probably killed my yeast. I might have killed my yeast. I think I did. But I'm not going to take it as I did. I'm just going to wait. We'll just wait until I'm finished and ready with the others. So I will continue working. All right. So here we go. This recipe calls for 2.5 cups of flour. 2.5 cups of flour will give us about 14 rolls, maybe around there, you know. So let's get started. Let me put some water in my kettle because we're going to need a little warm water. And this one will be coconut flavored today. It will be coconut. Yesterday's was guava. Today we're doing coconut. So I'll just put that on, warm that up a little, turn the fan down. So how you guys doing? Let me know how you're doing. Let me know where you're watching from. Thank you for being patient with me today as I got here late because like I said, the dough is just not ready. The dough is simply not ready for punching. I don't know what's going on with it, but we're going to pray over it. The most important ingredient is prayer. That's the most important ingredient that one can ever think of when it comes to making bread. Prayer. All right. I see you, Miss Desiree. I see you, Miss Desiree. I see. Oh, she says, I'm hungry. Girl, listen, I was so hungry. So while I was waiting to come on, I had to eat. Okay, I had to eat. All right. I'm so grateful for you guys. I love y'all. Thank you so much for joining each day, and thank you for sharing, liking, subscribing, and all the good stuff. In the Bahamas, we love bread. We love hot cross buns. My mom and those would add tutti frutti. Anybody knows the tutti frutti? I have some orange rind on my cupboard here, just hanging. Tutti frutti. I'll put it there. I think it's cute. So tutti frutti, as I remember and as I think of it, is the peel of the fruit, and then they make it. They add sugar to that. They cook that down with sugar, and then we add that to our breads. So my mom and her sister, when I first learned to make bread, they used to do that. They used to add a lot of tutti frutti, but I don't think we like tutti frutti too much today. All right, so I need a half a cup of milk, half a cup of milk. All right, all right, half a cup of milk. And you can go to something better today to get the recipe. I'm going to go there in a minute and I'll show you on my screen. Give me a second just to put this away. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope that you are feeling great. And I pray that you are, let's go there. I'm going to share my screen so you can see the recipe. Okay? Let's do that this morning. All right, good. I would like you to see the recipe. Uh-oh. So I'm hoping that my dough wasn't spoiled by something I did. I'll tell you what I did. I added my salt to my water. I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully it's okay because it's a lot of work and I don't care for all this work. All right, share screen. So I just want to show you the recipe right quick. All right, beautiful. So there's the recipe. It's coming. So it's 2.5 cups of flour. You can choose to do half whole wheat, half white. That's what I do. I have wheat flour and I have bread flour. Okay. And then you need sugar, 6 tablespoons of sugar. All right. So I'm going to add my sugar to my bowl. All right. Then you need 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, a teaspoon of salt, half a cup of warm milk, half a cup of warm water, quarter cup of oil, 1 tablespoon of yeast. And then, of course, you can do your additives to that also. Okay. Um, hopefully you got the recipe. All right. So we go back to my screen now. All right. There we go. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. So let's grab our spoon and let's get started. All right. So I'm going to put in my sugar into my bowl. All right. 2, 3, count with me. 4, 5, 6. This is a good job for the little people. Bring them into the kitchen. Teach the children. You're obligated to do just that. Teach the children. All right. Let me get my water. Now my water is too hot. You heard that? Zzz, too much water. Too much. So I don't want to make it too hot. It will kill my yeast. So I just want to get some warmth in there. Hold on. Let's feel it. We can put a little more, just a little more, and then I'm going to top it off with some. Good. I'm going to top it off with some water, regular water. Let me put it on the counter. Always know that you check eye level, never in your hand. You always put it on the counter. So I'm going to pour my water into my bowl, and I know you can see because I can see. And then I'm going to put a quarter cup of oil. Okay? Quarter cup of oil. Good stuff. Look at what I just did. I did exactly what I told you not to do. There we have it. So there goes my oil and my water and my coconut milk. Now, if you don't have coconut milk, then that's fine. You can choose to use just water. You know, over the years, I got into doing the coconut milk because I found that the coconut milk gave it a little more flavor, helped it to be a little softer. Okay. I'll probably need this again, so I won't put it away just yet. So that's why I used it over the years. But it's not something that you have to do. You do not have to add coconut milk. You can use even almond or soy milk, oatmeal milk, whatever. You know, I just don't do the animal products. I do the plant-based milks. All right, and but water is fine. Water is good. You do not need to use coconut milk at all. So you want to stir your sugar, make sure it's dissolved, and then you grab your yeast. When I purchase my yeast, I buy it in a big container. And then I usually put it in bottles like this one, and then I actually put it in the refrigerator. Okay, so I'm gonna pop that away. I really should double this recipe, seeing as the one in the oven is going to be problematic. I really should. Hey, I really should. Makes a whole lot of sense. Don't you agree with me? You agree with me? If you agree with me, let me say, yeah, I think you should, Marlene. If the other one's in the oven giving some trouble, then you probably need to. I'm stirring. Let me look at it again. Because if it's giving trouble, then I probably just need to do that. Okay. Things that make you go, Anyway, maybe I will. Maybe I will. I think I will. Maybe I will. I think I will. So I'll have to double my recipe. Let me double the recipe right quick. I'm going to double it because I want to make sure that I have enough for my friend that I'm making these for. So I'm doubling the recipe, taking that to 3/4, half cup. I'm doubling. So this is what you do when you're making more bread. You just double your recipe. Only thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to dump that onto my counter because I won't have enough space to let's pour some more. I won't have enough space in this bowl for the double amount. So I'm putting that in there. I'm doubling my recipe. Look how I'm doubling. See that right here in front of you? I'm doubling the recipe. There's gonna be a lot of work to roll these doughs. Oh my Lord, have mercy. Who's coming to help? Somebody, please help me. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm using Demerara cane sugar. Okay, for those of us who still using sugar. Why would I want to use sugar like this? It's sugar in the raw. It's a sugar that has not been, the word there would be, I gotta get my oil. Don't let me forget to put my oil in here, guys. The sugar has not been processed with animal bones and blood. Okay. There's a filter. There's a filter found in the machine that they use for doing. There you go. There's a filter that's used to sorry. I'm sorry, all the almond. There's a filter that's used to process sugar. And if you're using regular sugar, then the filter that's used to do that is with animal bones and blood. Okay. So yeah. If you were near, I would help you. Oh, listen, that's so kind of you, Miss Joanne. Thank you. I appreciate that beautiful thought. Oh, I'm telling you. Then I was finished yesterday. I was so tired. I actually I couldn't do anything. I was worn out. Okay, I was worn right out. All right, let's put this on the counter. I'm gonna empty this one here on the counter and let it sit there until such that it's not bad. I'm just being careful. Let me just cover it with a towel. I'm just being careful. Let me grab a towel. Let me grab a towel. So I can reach a towel. Okay, gotta reach another towel. Give me a second. Yeah, I was just so wounded. I was like, wow, I am tired. So I did not do very much yesterday after I was finished. After I was finished, I was like, that's it. I just need a moment. And I took a moment for myself. I took a moment and okay, here goes another towel. I couldn't find one. There we go. All right, beautiful. You want to always cover your bread. You know, you want to cover your bread. All right. All right. So now the yeast is in here. Everything's in here. The sugar's in here. The yeast is in here. Right. Okay, beautiful. Coming now, coming now. Some of us love making bread. Bread is such an art, isn't it? All right, beautiful. I don't want to forget my salt. So now I need 2.5 cups of white, 2.5 cups of whole wheat, okay, because I'm mixing it. And the reason I'm mixing it is because it will help to make it not so dense. If I would want to make, say, the entire thing from whole wheat, then what I would do is I would add a little gluten flour. Gluten flour would give it that store-bought quality that you're looking for in bread. Okay? I want you to see what I'm doing. So that's one. And I'm going to put the 2.5 one time, and then I'll mix that in, and then I will add my salt. Okay? That's what I plan to do. Put that away. So I'll stir this in, and then I'm going to add my salt. And then I will add also my cinnamon. All right? Let's do that just like that. And the reason I'm adding the salt at this point is because I want to make sure that I do not kill my yeast. All right, beautiful. Then I'm going to add my salt. It's one. Got some really big crystals, guys. This Ragged Island salt got some huge crystals, but you gotta have salt. You gotta have salt. Without salt, it has no flavor. Salt is what gives it the flavor. Okay, and you gotta have salt. Gee, if you don't put no salt, the bread's not gonna taste right. Um, the Bible tells us that we are the salt of the earth, right? So we gotta have salt. Um, really stir. I know you can see because I can see. Beautiful. Then I'm gonna add my cinnamon. Don't forget your cinnamon. And I'm also going to add, what else am I going to add? Anybody can tell me? I'm going to put some spice in there. I'm going to put some of my orange rind in there. All right. Oh, let's see if I can reorganize that cupboard. All right. Stir that in just like that. So it's 2.5 cups of flour. Then we're going to go to our other flour. Let's grate this. Let's grate our orange rind. Give it a little nice zesty taste. As you bite into the rolls, you will taste that zest of the orange. So you need a 2 teaspoons we need because we doubled our batch. Because I'm making sure that I don't have to come back at making any bread later on today. Because no, ma'am, no, sir, no, sirree, right? Put that over there. Those oranges were good. I bought those at the store last week and they were good. All right, let's get that in there. Okay. Get that in there. 1 second for me. Y'all know me. I think y'all already know that Marlene don't like stuff on her hands. Her hands. I don't like things like that. I don't like to feel anything on my hand. Okay, beautiful. So let's stir that in now. All right, let's stir that in now. And let's just stir that in. Now we're gonna go to our bread flour. Why bread flour and not cake flour? Anybody can tell me who's the bread maker here? Huh? Anybody can tell me why bread flour and not cake flour? What's the difference between, hi Charlene, hi darling, you hungry? Yummy goodness? I'll save one for you, okay? Because you just told me this morning you didn't want too much bread, so I'll save you one roll. All right. What is the difference? Anybody can tell me why bread flour and not cake flour or just flour? So I'm putting in my next 1, 2, and I'll save my half for. I'll save the half for because bread flour has more protein. All right, it has more protein or gluten. All right, and that is what gives it the quality that you're looking for. Like when you go to the food store and you purchase your bread, it has what we call the quality is, you can almost tear it and it feels soft. So gluten does the same thing with your bread. All right. All right. So you see, look at that. The gluten does the same thing with your bread. Now this is supposed to be a coconut bread. So I'm going to add some coconut to this eventually, but I would like to probably knead a little bit more and then, all right? When you add things like raisins and coconut to your bread, what happens? It literally slows down the rate at which your bread will rise, all right? I remember when I first started adding things like coconut and raisins to my bread. Oh, it would take forever, sometimes up to 2 hours, Charlene, 2 hours. I'd be like, Lord, have mercy. I'm just going to sprinkle some flour. Now I know you can see what I'm doing because I have the bowl tilted and I can see because I'm looking into the same camera that you're looking into. All right. How do we avoid over flouring? How do we avoid over flouring? Huh? How do we avoid over flouring? I see your question. I'm coming. We avoid over flouring by putting just a little oiled, just a little oiled, a little oil. All right. Just a little oil in the bowl. I'm going to drop this onto the counter in about a minute. I think I'm there at that point where I can stump it out. The question is, how much could I eat if you're having it for breakfast? How much is a serving? One roll is a serving. It's a slice. It's considered a slice, depending on the size of your rolls. I make my rolls pretty small. I don't make my rolls too big. I like my rolls to be in bite sizes. We're gonna need that bowl again, so I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, we need a hey, we need our bowl to be in our bowl. We need our bread to be in bite sizes, okay? Bite size pieces. So I mean, when I say bite size, I mean enough for a slice. A slice of bread is considered a serving, depending on the slice. There again, right? So if it's like about quarter of an inch, half an inch, right around there. Let's just sprinkle some flour, and I'm gonna grab my coconut, and I'm gonna get my coconut in here. And you want to knead with your heel, knead, knead, knead. Now, I always prefer doing loaves, but nobody ever wanted them, Miss Joanne. Nobody wanted loaves of bread. Everybody wanted what? Rolls. And rolls are painful. I remember one of my youth, my students, my bread student, a good friend, and a YouTube, one of our VIPs, Jan. One day she said, Marlene, my finger really hurts. I said, what did you do different? She said, well, I'm making a lot of bread. That's the problem. You can't, you can make a lot of bread, but just know that it's going to take a wear and tear on your fingers to shape the rolls. So I always prefer to just do a loaf, call it a day. Okay. It's just simple for me. At this stage, I'm going to add my coconut. I'm going to add, I have no rule on how much I can add, but let me put this away. I'm going to do it in cups full, right? So that's a cup full. All right. So I'm going to have to just kind of get that in there, work it in there, some kind of how. We're gonna put 2 cups of coconut in there, 2.5. Make sure it tastes good. All right. And so I usually just sprinkle it and then I knead it in there. All right. I know you can see because I can see too. I'm looking in the same camera. And I knead it like that. And then same thing again. Sprinkle, right? Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkles. Fold it in. All right. Just like that. And it'd be the same procedure with raisins or dates or whatever else you choose to add. Yesterday we did guava. It was so good. I felt it could have a bit more guava in there, but nevertheless, it was still good. The topping was extremely good. Okay, that's a little sticky, so now I'm going to need the rest of my flour, you see? And what makes it even sticky is that because this coconut that I'm using is not fresh coconut. Even if it were fresh, it would be even worse. All right, it would still make it even more sticky, but this is the coconut sweet too, right? Let's just do that like so. I'm coming to your questions. Don't think I'm ignoring you. I love the loaves. Yeah, I do. I love the loaves more than the rolls. I especially love my fingers, especially love it too, Miss Joanne. Hey, my fingers love the rolls more. All right. Let's just put some flour on there because I'm having a little stickiness because of the coconut, because of the coconut. But you want to taste your coconut. I don't want coconut bread and then you don't even know that coconut was supposed to be in there. I won't tell you where because then I'll be hitting that person. I don't want to hit them. I went to a bakery the other day. Oh my goodness, the bread was amazing. And it was supposed to be raisin coconut bread. I think I saw one raisin. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. Now you notice I'm actually still kneading. We should knead for 10 minutes. So I am putting in my coconut while I'm kneading for 10 minutes. Okay. All right. I'll knead for another 8 minutes or so. Uh-oh. Hey, uh-oh. This looks amazing. So don't tell me you're making coconut bread and you only have one little piece of coconut in there. And don't tell me you're making raisin bread and only two raisins in the bread. Come on, people. Be fair to your customers, okay? Don't do that. That's bad. That don't work, okay? That's embarrassing. Honestly, we had the most laugh. Oh, it was crazy. We laughed and laughed. My cousin was like, "This was supposed to be raisin bread." He said, "Even when you slice it, you don't even see a piece of raisin." I said, "Maybe they blended the raisin in there." Come on, that's not nice. Listen, I think that's probably why I didn't make as much money in my store because I was a very rich cook. I would just put as much as I had to in there to make sure that my customers left happy. I left poor, but they left happy. Ah, it was so funny. It's just funny. Anything you could do is laugh. Otherwise, you do what? Cry. So just laugh it off. I'm telling you, it was just hilarious. Like, what you guys doing? Yeah, I would love to use the real. This is real. It's just that this is sweetened. I prefer to use the real one. Just that when you use the real one, it has a little. It's better, you know. So you have to like monitor your water. All right. Oh, it was so fun. I'm telling you. I love your questions. I just can't touch the computer right now. I'm a hand full of flour. But I am going to put them all up on my screen and then they'll go from YouTube to Facebook, Facebook to YouTube, that kind of thing. Okay, so I think we're there. So I don't want to put no more flour in here, that's for sure. But I do have more coconut, right? Put that coconut in there. Come on now. Be fair to your customers. Be fair to your customers. If you're making this into a business, be fair to your customers. Please, people, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, it's so embarrassing. It is totally embarrassing. Oh boy. Okay, good. I'm going to need for another 2 minutes, and then I think that should be enough. You want to need for at least 10 minutes. If you have a machine, that's even better. I just sold my own yesterday. Can you believe it? Sure I did. In other words, this sister is not doing no bunch of bread. Did y'all get that? Yeah, I'm not doing it. So now at this point, I'm going to add a little oil to my counter, right? Just a little, just enough to continue with the kneading process. Beautiful, just like that. You're activating the wheat. You're activating the gluten, sorry. Softening. Hi, cousin. Hi, cousin. How you doing, cousin? Cousin, let me tell you. I gifted some buns yesterday, but they were spelt. They were different. You know, they aren't like this. Tell them about the bread, Shelly. Tell them how much you like the bread. That's my cousin, Brochelle, stepping in here talking about she need a bun. I need a bun. I thought we already had buns. Hey, me and Griffin. Oh, hi, Griffin. Hey, that's put the name on this. Where you at? Tell them where you at. That's at Dr. Bullock's Carrie's office or Carrie Bullet. I said that wrong. Medi Spa at the location of Shirley Street. Let me put a little plug in for my. Let me put a plug in for my cousin's establishment. You're looking for a good doctor? Call on over there. Advanced Medical Family. Why am I saying this so wrong? Don't laugh at me. Advanced Family Medical. Um, Advanced Family Medicine. Sorry, Advanced Family Medicine. I'm just taking too much time to look. I have to look. Prince Charles today. Okay, you're at Prince Charles today. If you're looking for a good doctor, there goes Dr. Carrie Bullen, right? Go to her office. Tell her Marlene sent you. Okay. And the number is 326-1111. Did I get that number right? Did I get that number right? Griffin, you okay, girl? How you doing, darling? How's it going? All right, so just a little more. And the reason I'm putting oil is because I'm trying not to over flour. All right, so Shelly says the bread was amazing. Okay, guys. She says yes. Awesome. Awesome. You're awesome, Griffin. That's good stuff. I haven't seen you in a while, which is good. That means I'm not sick. Hallelujah. Well, I don't need to come to the doctor for whatever I may be facing or whatever, you know. So we just need, isn't that nice? Now, how do you know you have a good dough? How you know? Take a piece of dough. Look at this. Take a piece of dough. I'm going to take a small piece. I need all my bread because I have all these people begging for bread. You see that? So you take the dough in between your fingers. I want you to feel it. Feel the earlobe. Your earlobe. Aw. Your earlobe should feel just like your bread. Yeah? It should feel the same way. Yeah. So that's how you know your dough is good. In addition to that, here's another way. You knead and it bounces back. I can see the bread coming back at me. I know you can see it like that because the camera's not so close. Oh, I want you to see it though. So I'm going to bring you in real close. I want you to see that. Watch this. Watch. Watch. I'm going to knead it. And you're going to see it bouncing back. Do you see it moving? Ah, I know you see it because I just saw it. Thank you, Griffin. That's so sweet. That's kind. Oh, thank you, baby girl. Thank you, darling. Thank you, pretty girl. Uh-oh, my camera just decided to go. Okay, good. So then we put this aside. Let me get my other dough. Let's put this one away. That's it. No more doughing today. No dough. We're not rolling in the dough no more today, right? And this one, sorry, this one goes in here. All right, just like that. And you cover it. You cover it. Put it on your stove or put it in a warm area, very warm. And here goes the dough that we have. That we did. Punch it out. And guess what? This is quite fine. Punch out all your frustrations. Don't punch your boss. Punch the dough. Punch, punch, punch the dough. So no more fighting. Do not punch your husband tonight. Do not punch your wife tonight. Y'all know I'm crazy, right? Punch it out. Punch it out. Come on. Get it all out. Get all your frustrations. Do it right now. Come on. Oh, I gotta turn on the AC. Punch it out. Punch it out. What are you trying to do? You're trying to get rid of the excess gases that are trapped in there. That's air. So the fear that I thought that the yeast had died, it's not. It doubled in size. You want to leave it at least 45 minutes to an hour. Whew! That's a lot of work. I done my exercise this morning and I'm still exercising. So let me grab my pan. Oh, these are Phoebe's. So I have some foil pans. Ta-da! I got some foil pans. All right. And just because those girls chose to watch me this morning, Miss Joanne, you think I should give them some? Cut it up, just like so. I'm going to show you how to make your own. So this is orange peel with coconut. All right. Some these husbands might need. Ooh, don't do. Lord of mercy. Ooh, I didn't say it. It wasn't me, guys. Y'all saw that, right? Not the loving Marley. Miss Joanne, you cracking me up. Oh my goodness. I gotta put a comment up on the screen. Oh, Jesus have mercy. Miss Joanne said some of these husbands may need punches. Ooh. Miss Joanne, I'd say this. If you're at that point, if they're at that point where they think that they need to punch their husbands, probably it's time to step away from the whole thing. Just step away from the whole scene. I'm telling you, just leave it. Okay? Miss Joanne is cracking me up. Whoa. Please, their mouth is watering. Miss Joanne, Miss Joanne, when you come into my kitchen to be a part of my show, because you are really, she's a VIP, guys. Y'all know that, right? Her and Miss Joan in New York, they my VIPs. Well, she said, "Good morning, Miss Debbie. What's up? I missed you this morning." All right, so I'm teaching you now how to do your rolls. Now I'm going to make these slightly bigger than we did in the other ones yesterday. This is wheat. This is whole wheat and white flour. And I was fretting that this batch was not good. Imagine it's good. I take my dough, take the prettiest part, don't make a difference, and you roll. Bring it all together. You see that? Look at that. You see? And then I tuck it. Okay? That's it. I put it inside my pan. Now you can't see, so I'm going to tilt it I'm not gonna worry so much about me. Let's move that comment. I'm coming now with some. I need extra fan. I need some fan in here. It's hot. Sister Marlene's working hard, Debs. Sister Marlene's working hard. Okay. So here goes my dough. I'm gonna shape them. Now I don't have any finished product today, unfortunately, but I'm just showing you how. So you're gonna bake these in your oven at about 350 degrees. I'm so far from the camera. I'm sorry. Do it at 350 degrees for how long? I'm gonna do three across. Can you see it? Let's turn my camera just a little so you can see and put that here. I want you to see everything I'm doing. I don't want you to miss out on anything. That's the whole point of being here. So I fold it, and then I bring it together. Fold it, bring it together. You see? Look at that. So go to something better today for the recipe. There you go. I'm going to put 12 in each of these pans because my friend wants 3 dozen coconut. And I have three pans exactly. God is just good. And when I tell you these pans have been in my house maybe about 3 years. No joke. God is so good. Look at that. How neat is that? Man, where you been, Verna? Where Verna been? Where you been, girl? Huh? Love you, girly. Yes. Come on, don't forget to like the video. Come on, all of us on Facebook. Come on, like it, love it, love it. Look at that. Okay. Come on, guys. I want to see those likes and loves going up. Come on, guys. Come on, let's do it. Come on. Come on, let's get that algorithm going. Remember, they don't pay me. I'm just doing this for fun right now. Uh-huh. And there you go. There goes one. Whew, I'm feeling a little better because I'm telling you, it is hot in here. Look at that so far. See what we got? Hold on. So I could make them a little bigger, and then I would get 12 in there. Maybe I will. I think that's the best thing to do. What y'all say? What say ye? Ye say yay, right? Yay. Let's make them just slightly bigger. And remember, you want to make them the same size, okay? Very important that they're the same size. Because when they bake, you wouldn't want them to be baking at different times. One because it's smaller bakes faster because it's smaller. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Okay, good stuff. So now I will just do it like that. So I'll put 12 in there. They looking good? Looking good, looking good. So at 11:48 or so, I will do the others. Punch them out like I did just now. Get all my frustration out. Whatever frustration I may be going through, whatever you're frustrated about, go make some dough. Okay, go make some dough and punch it out. Don't hit your husbands, don't hit your wives. We don't believe in abuse. If you have to beat somebody, leave them first. Okay, don't do that. Leave them and pray for that. Pray for the situation. You know, we we don't pray sufficiently and we don't pray long enough. We think that we pray one day and our prayer should be answered. That's not the way God operates. He wants us to pray. Be the importunate widow who continued praying until her prayers were answered. She continued petitioning the judge, and she would annoy the judge. We don't even annoy our Father in heaven. He loves us so much. So let's continue praying. Okay? Now you know how to make rolls. See? Watch again, Miss Debbie. Watch again. Watch it again. I take that. Make sure it's the same size. That's my dough. Let's go again. And I pull. I pull. I pull it until it's neat and looks neat to the top. You see, that's my top. You want your top to look good, man. Come on now. God is a God of order, and He wants everything to look like, orderly. Come on. So there goes my first 12. Put them in nice rows. Okay. And then I'm going to set them aside in another room here with no cool air all around them. And cover them, leave them for at least until they double in size for at least an hour. Okay. This is why I prefer spelt, because spelt bread, all you have to do is simply All you have to do with spelt is one rise time, one rise. I don't like all this rising, rise and punch and who got time for that? Go buy some spelt flour, yeah. Y'all go buy some spelt flour. Yeah, I know everybody can't afford spelt flour, and that's why I'm teaching you the traditional way. Okay, let's do that again. Make sure you got it. You gotta have it, right? Gotta have it. And any excess, just put it in the next spot. You ain't like it already bake anyhow, right? And there you got it. Come on, let's do this. Let's do it again. I'm doing it until we finish these trays, and then you will have it. And I'm looking in my camera to make sure that, so you're just pulling. You're pulling. You're going around, you're pulling like Play-Doh. It's like Play-Doh. Okay? Beautiful. Then I tuck it. I tuck it, put it in my tray. Okay? Now, what I normally do too, I cut it to make sure that I have sufficient dough for the entire pan because I would hate to run out because I would then go back and steal some from the others. Okay, so I need for this tray, I need hold on, let me tell you how many more I need. So I need 8 more. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have a little extra dough. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, beautiful. See? Make sure they're neat, 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 neat. It ain't baked, so it ain't like you can't just keep on. And the dough must be soft, soft, not hard. Make sure it's soft. If you follow the recipe to a T that I have on my website, I promise you, I guarantee you, if you got $1, pay me now. I guarantee you, it's gonna come out good. I've practiced with this dough for 24 years. I've been making bread. And I promise you, it's going to come out. It is going to come out. It's going to come out. There's no doubt about it. Okay? So if you don't get it to come out, tag me on Facebook and say, Marlene, sorry, your recipe is not a good recipe. And then tell me why. All right? I'm not bragging. I'm just saying I have been making bread for such a long time that I believe that we can all do the same thing. After learning so much about why I shouldn't be eating the regular store-bought bread, I could not. I couldn't do it any other way. I mean, I just couldn't. I was looking for more fiber. I was looking for something that was more homemade. I was looking for something without the dough conditioner, which will harm my kidneys and my liver and may lead to cancer. I was looking for whole foods. And so when you can't find something, what do? You create it yourself. That's what God requires of us, that we would create it ourselves. All right. So let's just keep on going. That's what we have to do. So these are going to be really nice and big, and they have coconut and also some, I need 2 more. So look like I have to take some from my other one, which is fine. Okay, and there you have it. We would have made two dozen rolls. And these aren't going to be small. These are good size rolls. They're not going to be small. They're going to fill. It's going to be really a lot of bread. Now this one, Miss Joanne, I probably, when I'm finished baking them, I'd probably say it's going to be a little more than a serving, okay? Because I know you were asking about the serving. Now, if you find it a little sticky, it's just because I have coconut in there. Let's put on some flour, all right? And this extra one, that's for me. That's for Shelly. That's for Shelly. That's Shelly's bun. And there you have it, okay? So we got 2 dozen. Let me get the other tray so you can see it. Hold on. Let's see here. And they're already rising, no joke. I can see it. And I am going to cover them with the foil cover, which I have somewhere here. And these two, watch what I'm going to do with them. I have the perfect pan for these. Watch me. Actually, I have this one. My little ramekins, right? Put a little drop of oil in there or spray it. Spray it, spray it, spray it. I don't have spray. I do a little oil. Sprays are too expensive. Somebody want to donate some? Thank you. Thank you kindly. I just find it so costly. Okay. So then what I'll do, I'll put some in each of them. I'll just make my 2. I'll probably make 3. three small little ones, and then yeah, I have bread for Shelly and Griffin, right? And then of course I have some rising because I still have another tray to get done. All right, let me just wrap up, wash my hands, and then we'll come out and close our show. All right, just give me a moment to wash my hands. Give me a moment to wash my hands, and I just want to say I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. I'm most appreciative. Just let me play a commercial, and we'll be right back after these messages.
What time is it? Right time to look good and feel good. It's challenge time. Get on board with certified health coach Marlene McKinney. Global $40 Weight Loss Challenge. Enjoy vegan meal plans, clean eating, routine exercise with awesome WhatsApp group support. Get excited. Don't hesitate. Register, forward email address via WhatsApp to 242-535-6293 or Marlene_McKinney at live.com. Don't forget to add your name as it appears on your bank card. What time is it? Life-changing time. Join the challenge. Get on board.
Oh, there you go. So you're back. I'm just wiping down, wiping down, wiping down. I just want to pause to say I thank you so much. All week long, we've been learning about how to be healthier, eat healthier, how to thank you so much, how to, you know, reverse these lifestyle diseases by way of the foods we eat, because God wants us to eat whole foods. And I hope that you've enjoyed our segments. And if you do like this kind of content, then will you do me a favor and share it on your Facebook page? Just share it. Share the live. Share it now. You can share it later. You can share it at any point in time. I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. And I want you to know also that God appreciates you when you share this message with your friends and family. And so just remember that we are obligated to learn how to prepare wholesome bread. Okay? Bread is an art, baking is an art. And yeah, so I say just learn it. You can rewind this program over and over and over and over again. All right. So I say let's go for it. Let's put on some music as we try to close out. Let's get our music going. Gotta close out with music. We had music all day. I had the music on all day. We didn't come in with music. But I appreciate y'all. I thank you. I just want to say thank you again. God bless you. Enjoy the weekend and see you next week, Monday to Friday, from 9, hopefully, to 10. Now, if I'm late, just hang in there. I am coming. This morning was late because, of course, like I said, the dough was not ready. But I appreciate y'all, and I just want to make sure the music was playing. And I just say until next time, this is your friend Marlene McKinney from Something Better Today, Bahamian Vegan, and I live where most of you vacation. God bless you. Let's just go over the people that were here this morning and say thank you. We have Joanne in Nassau, Bahamas. We have Miss Desiree all the way in Arizona. We have Charlene in Nassau, Miss Brochelle and Griffin in Nassau, up in Prince Charles at Advanced Family Medicine. If you'd like to have a commercial played during my program, you can let me know. I can create the ad for you and I will play it in the midst of my program so that you can get some ads in. So if you have a need to get a word out, then come on, let me know. I will do it for you. Hi, Debbie Wilmore. Thank you so much for being here today, being a part of our audience. Thank you and God bless you. Have a beautiful, awesome, and an amazing day. Then remember, go back to my Facebook page. I'm going to post the pictures of the finish. I'm going to post the pictures from yesterday's in the chat as soon as I come off of here right now so you can see how delicious they were. They're all gone. Okay? Love y'all. And I take care. See you Monday. Bye-bye.